Oh, you're a forex trader and you want...
Okay, let's wait for the rest of the members to get in. Please let me know if I'm audible enough that side. And on YouTube, I don't know if I'm audible. Please let me know if I'm audible. I'm checking the live chats. Please let me know if I'm audible. Oh, okay, I see I'm audible on Zoom. We're just waiting on YouTube. So this is the last session, and I feel like we should talk about the emotional part of everything that we've been learning. So let's just wait a little bit so like people can come in. So far this is the trade that we analyzed 30 minutes ago, if I'm not mistaken, 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and so far we are in profit. As you can see, so far we are in profits. So let us just wait. Let's check NAS 100 what we are still waiting for the rest of the members to come in. Let's check NAS 100. Okay, NAS 100 we are still shooting up. I hope it reaches this level before 4:30, because we are expecting the price to be much volatile than ever. So I hope it gets there before 4:30, because I have a feeling that this might just retrace. Anyway, I'll just move my stop loss somewhere here just now, and you guys can also move the stop loss up to this side again. Okay, it's fine. Time is now 2:10. We've been waiting for like 10 minutes. Whoever who is not here, and then they will just catch up along the way. So there are a few points I want us to talk about, and the first one is overcoming. What am I saying? The first one is overconfidence. The second one is confirmation bias, and the third one is fear. The other one is greed, hope, and excitement. So these are the main points that we are going to talk about on these lessons. So since you guys can hear me very well, yes, and I don't know what's happening to YouTube. I don't know if everything is working fine that side, but I just hope I'm audible enough that side, as this lesson requires one to be audible. So to those who are watching on YouTube, can you please just like send me some text to confirm that you can hear whatever that we are talking about. Of course you cannot hear the Zoom because I'm using two different PC, but I believe you can hear me. Yes, you cannot hear the other guys, but I believe you can hear me. So just let me know if you can hear anything before we continue. So let me know if you can hear anything. Anyway, this is part of the last part of the 3 lessons that we had this week. as part of a birthday special, I had free lessons. So I gave like people some free lessons. I'm talking to the guys on YouTube, guys. So yeah, I gave out some free lessons throughout the week. I mean, this is my birthday month, so you gotta do good. Yeah, I can hear you clearly. Oh, that's good. Thanks, Tapelo. That's good. Means that we are audible enough on YouTube. So let us not waste time and get straight into it. So trading psychology. Even though you know how to plot your resistance, support, or you know how to analyze, you still need to handle your emotions. You know, when you're trading a demo account, is very different from trading a real account. So with a real account, there's money attached there, so you're going to be attached to every trade that you are taking. And as a beginner, most of beginners like to babysit the charts. That's the first mistake that we should talk about before we even get to the ones that I wrote down here. You should never babysit your chart. Never mind what you're seeing on the screen, just listen. You should never babysit your chart. Never ever babysit your chart. If you are a day trader or swing trader, you cannot come to the market every 5 minutes to check what is happening. So what you need to do is to just place your trades and leave the market. You will come back. If you are you are on 4 hour, you got your confirmations on 4 hour time frame, you will come back after 8 hours or 4 hours to check the progress. And once you see that you have accumulated enough profits, then you log the profits and then you leave the market again. Do not just do not be a chart zombie. Like, do not watch the market the whole time, every candle as it prints. No, you do not have to do that. You have life after that. And if you do that, that's where you're going to get it wrong. You will see the charts are going to start like playing with your emotions. So the market will play with your emotions when you are glued to the chart. You need to let it go. You need to let it go and then let the market do its own thing. So that's the first thing that you need to do. Never babysit the chart. Now let's talk about the overconfidence bias. We all know that we have a strategy. I just gave you strategy an hour ago. So now we have this strategy. We know how to use the strategy. So the first time you use the strategy, you profit. The second time you use the strategy, you make profits. You feel like everything now is good. You are good to go. You are building confidence on the strategy, and you also overbuilding it. When I'm saying overbuilding it, is that you're not looking on the other possibilities. Let us just say on this Nasdaq right here, you anticipated this buy, and then it goes along, and or this sell right here, it went along. When it gets here, you are so overconfident that the market will break here and go down, and guess what? The market does the opposite thing. So when I'm saying do not be overconfident, what I mean is that you need to look on different sides. You need to look on both sides. If whatever that you are seeing, if it's not going to happen, then what is most likely to happen? We all know when the market is buy and sell, but then on what conditions that the market will buy or on what conditions the market will sell. Don't just look on for buys only, because if you're looking for buys only, and then you might be on the wrong side of the market. So you need to look on both possibilities. Like for instance here, if the market came and broke this side, I was going to look for selling opportunities, because why? We just broke this zone right there, so meaning our double bottom formation is no longer valid. So I would look for selling opportunities, and I will scale it from here, This will be my entry right there with the right confirmation, of course, and I will aim my target right there. However, that didn't happen, so we're still on buying opportunities. So you need to avoid being overconfident. You know, just know that everything can happen to the market. Even now, I'm waiting for the price to reach my target, but something can happen. Something can happen. Something can happen with the coronavirus, and then the market drops. Same time, hit my stop loss because I didn't lock the profits. So you should never be overconfident, and the only way to avoid that, the best way to overcome the overconfident bias is to establish a strict set of risk management. You need to have like your strict set of risk management. So before you even take a trade, then there have to be some certain requirements that you meet, that trade meets. If the trade doesn't meet any set of requirements, then that means it might show you that we are on the wrong side of the market. You need to have like a list of confirmations, things that you need to know. Speaking about confirmation, that brings me to the second part. I hope the first part is clear enough. So the second part here is confirmation bias. So you do not need the confirmation bias. You do not need to look on one thing only. Let us just say here we saw a double bottom. You do not only have to look on double bottom to say now this is double bottom, yes, I'm going in. You need to have multiple confirmation. You cannot just rely on one confirmation, and that's one thing that it like triggers our emotions, because we were so confident that that is a double bottom. So you need to look for multiple confirmation. Yes, so yes, you need to have like multiple confirmations that you're looking for. Like I said, on this strategy, you're going to have like the candlesticks need to also confirm, and you need to check the strategy rules, actually, basically the strategy rules that we talked about. All right, so the only way to overcome this, the confirmation bias is that you have people who you are trading with, and pray that they don't always agree with you. So you need to like have friends, those who are trading with you. So when you send your setups or your signals, then they tell you, no, this is not the right time to enter, or this is the right time to enter. So that is more into confirmation. You are now having multiple confirmations instead of the only things that you are telling yourself. Remember, whenever you are confirming things on your own, it's more likely for you to mess up, because you're doing things on your own. You are just confirming them on your own. So you need to have like people who are there to trade with you. I'm not saying that all the time you will be wrong, but all I'm saying is that you're not going to be right all the time. So you need to have people who will like correct you when you are not doing things right. Like for an instance, those who have like mentors, they will just check with their mentors if they're doing right, or they will just check with their fellows with the students in the group if they're doing the right thing. Remember, you cannot conclude everything all by yourself. So that's another thing that I wanted to talk about. Now let's talk about fear. Fear is this is the third point. Fear. Now when I'm talking about fear, is that someone just let's just give an example. You just deposited your money, and it's the last 2,000 rands. It's the last 2,000 rands that you're having. So you go into the market with the hopes that you're going to make money, right? You're going to make a lot of money, but then you have the strategy and everything, but because that was the last money, even though when you see the right opportunity, you are fearing to take that risk, because that was the last money. You understand? So you need to overcome that fear. Just know that whenever one thing that made me to overcome that fear is that whenever I put in my money there, I'm just like pretending as if I've lost that money, so that I'm not going to be attached to that money. It's very important for you to not be attached to your trading account. Remember, it's not the profit until it's in your bank account. So even if it can double or triple, it shouldn't give you that much excitement to say now I have this kind of money. Now you start thinking of anything else. So that, for you being attached to that account, it creates fear. Even though you see right opportunities, you are now scared to take that trade. So the only way to overcome that is just to put your money there, and then just have this mentality of saying, you know what, actually I've lost that 2,000 rands, so I need to start hustling for something else if maybe something else happens. So never be attached to that money that you have invested on that platform. Yes, let me just finish this one, and then we will take the questions later. Yes. So the other thing is greed. Now greed is what killed us most of the time, and that's one thing that is still even like taking control in some of our trades. So for an example, I will just give you an example with something that we are looking at right now. On the screen here I have Nasdaq. So at this point right here, that's when I took my trade. I hit my TP here, and the reason why I set my take profit to this level is because of the ratio there. As you can see, my ratio there is 3, so that's what I'm targeting. Normally I take it 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. So it did hit that, but then still continued going down. I felt the need to re-enter the market again, and that's not how we should be, because once you re-enter the market again, possibilities like the market might reverse, they are very high. So greed might lead you into losing most of your capital. So that's the only thing that you need to do. Do not be greedy. If you have like your stop loss and take profit set, once you hit your take profit, then you're good to go. Once you hit the stop loss, still you're good to go. Do not ever revenge on the market to say, okay, now that I hit the stop loss, but I see maybe my entry was too early, that's why I hit the stop loss, so I need to go back to the market. No, relax. Just leave the market, let the market do its own thing, and then adjust your mind, adjust your emotions before you can get back into the market. So that's one thing that you need to understand, that greed, there's always money on this foreign market. Like there are trillions that are circulating every day. So once you make a certain share, you just leave the market, you come back the other day, and then you make your own money. So most people like to target, like they say their daily target is 10,000 right now, their daily target is $100. So once they hit that $100, they leave the market. But then people who are greedy, they won't leave the market once that $100 is hit. They made that $100. They will feel like, nah, maybe I should just go in again, maybe I can double the account, maybe I can do what, maybe I can. And once you start feeling that way, that's when you know that you're on the wrong side. You're going to lose everything. There are high possibilities that you're going to lose that trade that you're taking after you have hit your profit, your daily target. One thing happened to me yesterday. I was trading GBPUSD. It was a nice movement to the downside, and okay, it reaches a level where I feel like it's no longer going down, so I closed that. And something said to me I should check the gold, because I was also looking at gold. So I had my analysis on Sunday on gold, so I thought like maybe it's the right thing to do, let me check gold. And I saw that gold might buy, so I took a buy on that gold. So it didn't do as much as I thought it would, and then from the percentage that I made yesterday, I lost 50% of that money. So that was greed. As I'm saying, that we're still trying, even myself, even others, they're still trying to overcome that thing. That greed is very dangerous. You can see people like making money posting on Instagram, only to find out behind the scene they went back in again to the market, and the market took back maybe 80% of that profit that you saw on Instagram. So you need to be strict. Whenever you hit a certain target that you set for yourself, leave the market. Whenever you hit a TP, leave the market. Don't be greedy. And then the other thing is high hopes. The hopes. You're having a 2,000 rands account or $100 account, and you feel like you can live with this money. So you have like high hopes, and every trade that you are taking now, you're no longer putting much effort on it. You are focused on like things that you can buy once you hit the TP. You start like thinking about the events that you're going to have, the parties that you're going to attend, and all of those things. The high hopes in the market, they are not going to help you. You need to let the market do its own thing. Once you put your money there, don't expect that money to work for you. I know we're all here to make money, but if you have those high hopes that with this money, with this account, I'm going to buy an AMG, with this account I'm going to do this and this and this, that will affect you emotionally. So you need to at least not have high hopes on that account. Yes, we are there to trade, to make money, but then that doesn't mean that we should like feel like we have money already. I mean, most of you guys here, we are still building your accounts, so it's very important for you to remove those high hopes you're having in your mind. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about before we can take those questions is that the excitement. Never be too much excited. You see, you are in profit, like as this trade happened here, you are in profit, good swing. Now you're too much excited and you feel like you can increase your lot size, or you can do a lot. Once you increase your lot size, guess what? The market reverses on you. It goes up. You are losing now, and you have lost more than what you've put in. Remember, at first you had like 0.01, and it's generating a lot of cash. The peak value on Nasdaq is very high. With 0.01 you can make serious cash. So when it gets here, feel like it's still going to continue going down, and then you go in with 0.02 or 0.03. Now guess what happens? The market goes up. It charges your profits and some of your account, or even blow your account. So you need to just relax. Don't be over excited about everything that you do. If the market goes your way, it went your way. Just relax. Don't be over excited about it. Even if you can win like 10 trades in a row, do not be excited about it. Just tell yourself that you are now becoming consistent. Never ever 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 be excited to a point where you're going to make mistakes. Never actually be excited when coming to this market. I think the only time when you should feel excited is when the money hits your bank account. So yeah, those are the points that I needed to highlight. Remember, there are a lot of things we can talk about them the whole day. There are a lot of things that we can talk about, but for this course, and it's unfortunate that this course it was a free course, so I only chose those 6 points that I think they are very much valid. So I will just wait for the questions here on Zoom, and also here on YouTube. I don't know if YouTube is still active, but yeah, I will check the questions. Remember, this lesson will also be available on the group. I will share this screen, this recording on the group, so you can review this lesson. And I'm going to delete the group by the 15th of January, because there is no need for me to keep that group. But if you want to like keep on doing business with me, then you know what to do. Just send me a text, and then I will keep on doing business with you. Otherwise, it was a great session. I'm waiting for those questions. You can send the questions on the chat, so I'm waiting for those questions. Otherwise, it was a great year. It was a beautiful session. From Monday up until today, from Monday the last week up until today, we've been having like wonderful sessions. We had like I had like Nasdaq sessions, and I had like currency sessions, so, and then also this free session. It was just a wonderful journey, and thank you guys for trusting me, or else you didn't know me. But then thank you guys for trusting me, and then I hope that everything that I've taught you from Monday up until this day is what you've been looking for, and I hope that next year you're going to join the Telegram group that we are having. Is free Telegram group, so you're going to join the Telegram group and be able to share your analysis. Remember, you need to take 100 trades on the strategy before you can say it's not working. If you don't take 100 trades on that strategy, then you have no right to say the strategy is not working. The only way to test the strategy is by having 100 trades, and once you have those 100 trades and then they are not working at all, like once you have the 100 trades and then let's just say you won 30 of them and then also lost 70 of them, that means that the strategy is not working. Yes, you can move on, but you cannot just say the strategy is not working after trading for 5 times, 6 times, and then you say the strategy is not working. I once enrolled in this course on Udemy, and the guy was like, they were teaching the moving averages, the introduction to forex, when I was like new and I wanted to know more about the moving averages. So the guy was like, these moving averages will only work once you take 100 trades, and it's possible that your first 20 trades will go deep into loss, but that doesn't mean that the strategy is not working. You have to put in efforts and make sure that you take 100 trades. Have a book, what we call a journal, where you're going to write everything. If you take a trade, you write down, I took a trade on this day and this is what happened. I took a trade at this price on this session, London session or New York session, whatever. So the outcome, the lesson, you need to be sure of what, the things that you are doing on your journal. So you need to write down everything that you're doing, and also sticking to the strategy rules. I think that's one thing that hit us most, to not stick into the strategy rules. You need to stick to the strategy rules all the time. If your strategy requires you to have this certain candlestick that is confirming if it's a buy or sell, you need to wait for that candlestick. Don't just say like, no, but I'm seeing the pattern is right, and so I can just enter the market. You need to make sure that you are waiting for that confirmation, because that's how you were taught. Most people like to say most mentors are scammers simply because of they are not following the rules. If you ask them why are you saying they are scammers, and then you will find out they say, now I took these trades and then they are not working. I used this strategy, it's not working. It's been a week, it's been 2 weeks. Remember, you have to go through pain before you can actually see the light. The more you take trades, the more you gain knowledge, the more you practice. Forex is all about practicing. If you are practicing, then you're good to go. So yeah, those are the things that I wanted to highlight. I don't know if we are still live on YouTube, but then I can see that we are about to hit take profit on Nasdaq, which is a wonderful thing. Let me check the questions, if we have the questions here on YouTube. Oh yes, we do. Let me see. Do you think the market will be bullish when it opens? I'm not too sure what market are you talking about. Is it Nasdaq or yeah? But I think the only market that is left now is Nasdaq, the stock market. But okay, I have this as a buy, but when it comes to this side right here, I was anticipating it to go down. However, I will analyze again by 3 o'clock. That's what I do. I analyze by 3 o'clock and then get my confirmations by 3:30 or 4 o'clock. Tapero, wow, I learned a lot in small space of time. Wonderful session. What's your Telegram name? Can you please send me the link? Tapelo, I don't know where I can send you the link, but if you are watching right now, here are the numbers where you can text me, and then I will add you. Is 063 032 4589. I will repeat, is 063 032 4589. You can send me a text there, and then I will add you to the group once I started with the free Telegram group, because right now I only have like premium Telegram group. I'm 15 years old trader and I've been in the market for hours. That's good. I don't know if it's hours or what. So those are the questions that we have on YouTube before I exit this live stream. We need to I need to focus on your questions now, guys. Bruh, I made lots of mistakes on the market sometimes. I close my trades early. Okay, the only reason to close your trades early is because of one, fear. You're fearing that your trades might go into loss after seeing profits. Here's one thing used to happen to me in 2018. So in 2018, I would see my trades in profit, and I would leave, come back later. As I say, I don't want to be a chat zombie, so I would leave I would leave the market and do whatever that I'm doing. And then when I come back, I see that the market is almost like 10 pips away from hitting my take profit. I would be excited and still leave with hopes that it's going to hit my take profit. But then when I come back again, I just hit my stop loss, and I couldn't understand why. So until I realized that, you know what, if my trade is 10 pips away from TP, it's either I lock my profit or I can just close it manually. Remember, you don't have to wait up until it hits TP. If it's close to TP, it's almost TP, you can close that manually. So I started focusing more on trailing the stop loss. Once I see my trade in profit, I will take my stop loss below the entry. So what you are doing right now is that you see you are in profit, but you cannot hold it. You cannot keep that trade for long. One thing you can do is to put your stop loss on break even, or you can also put your stop loss 10 pips below your entry or above your entry, depending if you are buying or selling, so that whenever the market rejects or retraces, you either go out with minor profits or you either go out with zero profit at all. So meaning that you didn't lose anything on that trade. So that's one thing you need to do. The only problem that again is that most people like to, when the trade is in loss, they are more patient than they are holding with those hopes that it will go back into profit. But once it gets into profits, they can't even hold it. They will just close it. So you need to put the same energy that you're putting on a losing trade into a winning trade. You need to just maintain that energy. And I understand sometimes mistakes do happen, and that's something I forgot to talk about. Mistakes, you can either whenever you see a buy or sell, you can hit buy instead of a sell. On the signal was sell, you hit buy, and you see that's a pure mistake. So what you're doing, you need to close that trade, but then not to hold that trade to say maybe this and this can happen. Nah, that's a pure mistake. You need to close that trade. It's a pure mistake. Close that trade and then focus on the analysis that you had. If the analysis that you had is it was a sell, maybe you can look for another entry and go back in with a sell. So I think to answer your question where you closing your trades early, I feel like you should lock your profits or put your stop loss into break even. Hi, is the market is going to sell that take profit? I'm not too sure. I'm just still going to verify by 3 o'clock and 3:30 once I'm done with this session. Wow, great content. I just arrived. Thank you, Chief. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. So yeah, I feel like I'm done here on YouTube. So I feel like now I need to focus on, if there's still more questions, let me give it 5 minutes. If there's still more questions, so I will just end this live stream so we can focus on going forward, and then also talk about the other sessions that we said we're going to have early January. So we need to focus on that, and then we're also going to discuss the mentorship. I'm still looking at your questions. I'm still going to answer those questions, and I see most of you are talking about fear, and fear is very common. We are dealing with money here, so fear is very common. Trading with money you cannot afford to lose. Now that's a serious question. Trading with money you cannot afford to lose. You know what, man? That will depend on the knowledge that you have. You see, right now, for an example with myself, I can say that right now, if I deposit 2,000 rands, I know that I'm going to learn. Actually, there are two things that can happen. I'm going to profit on that one, or I'm going to learn on that one. But if you have like money that you cannot afford to lose, I believe like you just need to stay away, because the first thing that comes in mind whenever I take a trade is that there are possibilities that you might lose. I mean, you cannot be 100% all the time. So if you're having money that you cannot afford to lose, I feel like you should have money that you can afford to lose. I feel that's it. But then with that, most people will say, nah, I can afford to lose this money, and then take risk. No, have money that you can afford to lose, but with the mentality of I cannot afford to lose this money. I'm not too sure if I'm making sense, but I think that's the right way. You have money that, yes, you can lose that money, but with that mentality to say, you know what, each and every trade that I'm going to take, I have to make sure that I don't lose this money. And also your risk reward ratio needs to be on point. You need to have like pure risk management skill. If you do not have like pure risk management skill, then it's going to be tough. Because imagine if you are in the market, you have 5,000 rands. Now that's the money you cannot lose. That's the money you cannot afford to lose. But then with a poor risk management, you end up losing that money. As for how, you don't know. Now that's going to bring you you're going to be traumatized for this. So the answer that I have is that don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose, because there are scenarios that can go sour on the market. I remember, when was it, last week or last week, I forgot when, but then it was just a normal day. Nasdaq was performing well, we were aiming for buys, I had my buys, and what happened, I really don't know what happened. It happened in like minutes, in like short space. I hit stop loss. I couldn't understand what happened. Then 2 minutes after, I received news about the corona vaccine, and then I started to understand that, okay, that's the reason why the market behaved that way. So you see, if that was the money I couldn't afford to lose, it was going to be a problem. So you need to have money that, yes, we cannot say we want to lose every money, but then you need to have a money that you can afford to lose, with a mentality that you cannot lose this money, so that you will be very active whenever you're taking any trade. You will make sure that it meets the criteria, the confirmations are all there, the risk management is very well. You can spot a nice entry, but then when you check your TP or your stop loss levels, you find out the ratio is giving you is 1-to-1. I wouldn't take that trade, because if I lose the trade, then I'm losing more than what I would have been making. So I wouldn't take that trade. I'm only taking trades that gives me 1:2 or 1:3. I guess I've answered that question. Emotions are also killing me. What kind of emotions? We have different types of emotions. What kind of emotion? So you think using money you cannot afford to lose can also evoke emotions such as fear? 100%. And using money that you cannot afford to lose, not only that is going to trigger a fear, but it's also going to trigger a greed, excitement, and hope once you are in a positive side of the market. And once you are in the negative side of the market, that's where depression comes in. So I believe, like, if you have, like, let's just say you have 5,000 rands to invest on the market. So here's one thing you need to do: split it into two. Put the other one into this account, and the other one into this account. Trade one account. So on that account, it's a learning account. You learn everything. I'm not saying you should just take trades randomly so that you can learn something from it. Do your analysis, and once you hit your stop loss, you need to identify, why did I hit stop loss? Write it down. Why did I hit stop loss? Back test and see the possibilities that you didn't see. As I said right now, that you cannot just always say because this is double bottom then the market will go up. This can still come and break here. So you need to check, okay, I lost because I thought this is a double bottom, but then the market didn't react the way that I expected. So that account needs to teach you something, so that when you go to the next account, it will like recover those losses that you made on that account. Now that you know what to do, now that you know what to avoid. So yeah, that's it, guys. On YouTube, I think we are done on YouTube. Let me just continue with my Zoom session, guys. I'm opening a free Telegram channel. The link, I don't know how. Okay, just search Ernest Mampana. Just search Ernest Mampana Cellphone Traders on YouTube. You will see my videos. There are only 2 videos there, so you can just subscribe to that channel, and I'm going to like upload more content, more serious content is coming. Like the year 2020, I've been on the market. The year 2020, I've been learning, and I feel like now is time where I share the knowledge with others. I've been like having my students, but then I've been taking like 20 students per year so that we can grow together. Once you have like more than 200 students or more than 100 students, you're no longer paying attention, you're no longer tracking down on what they are doing, you're no longer tracking down on their progress. So you need to I was like, you know what, with 20 people, at least I can manage what they are doing. At least I can see one thing that they don't understand much, and then we're doing this live sessions. I remember a few weeks ago I used to go live right here on YouTube, and I would like analyze the market, but I would switch off the audio. I would analyze the market and then take that trade. Basically what I was doing is that I was analyzing with the other group on my other PC, but then I decided to go live on YouTube with my other PC, and then the mic was off. So that's what I was doing. So today I was like, you know what, let me just switch the mic on and then let these people hear what I am dishing out. So if there are no longer questions, guys, thank you so much for joining this live stream, right? You guys on Zoom, you have no choice but to wait. You have no choice but to wait, because yeah, you're here to learn anyway. Thank you so much, guys, for joining this live session, live stream on YouTube. I'm watching it Nasdaq right there. Okay, I'm not convinced that it might hit the TP, so I might just close the TP manually. So the other trade that I took, Euro GBP, we are still in blues, so this means that we are good to go. We shall see what will happen with this one. So yeah, guys, let me repeat my numbers again. It's 063 032 4589. Send me a text now if you are interested in like taking a journey with me, if you are interested in like receiving free information on my Telegram group that is coming. Just hit me up. Free Telegram group, of course, because we already have like a premium Telegram group. So with free Telegram group, you just hit me up and then I will send you the link, or otherwise you can subscribe to Ernest Mampana, and then yeah, everything is good to go. It's been a wonderful live streaming, guys. Thanks. Let me just end this live stream so that I can focus on providing the content with my other session, which is like a Zoom session.